Hello everyone, thank you for joining. Today we're going to solve an interesting geometry question, and the question states that we have a rectangle and we don't know the length of the side of this rectangle. But what we know is we know that there are three lines. They intersect at, let's say, point O, and KO is 1 unit in length, ON is 2, and OM is 3. And the question is, find the angle X here. In other words, angle we want to find angle KON. Okay. If you like to pause the video and try it yourself first, then we could go over it together. Yes, friends. So, right now the trick we're going to use here is called rotation. That we're going to the reason for that is it's not very obvious how to find the angle X there. And if you're ever given a square or a rectangle and some other lines or circles inside or vice versa, you can always remove things out. But removing, one needs to be careful. Rotation is a very good tool for it because rotation preserves the length and it also preserves the angles. So what we're going to do, if you look at the NOM triangle, we're going to rotate that triangle 90 degrees anti-clockwise. So, in other words, 2 will come here, and then 3 will go there. Notice that because the length of the side of that triangle is equal to NM, the side of the square, when we rotate it, NM becomes KN. Okay, now what can we do? Well, the first thing to notice here is that now we can construct another triangle. Let's call this point here P. If we connect P to O, we get another triangle. And notice that since this is a square, this is 90 degrees here. Let's call this B, and this is A. So we have A plus B is 90, right? Because rotation preserves the angle, so this has to be B as well. But if that's B, then looking at the yellow triangle, we have this must also equal to 90 degrees here, right? Okay, so we're looking at if you look at the triangle PON, it looks like this. You have 2 and then 90 degrees, another 2, and then hypotenuse, I'll call it y. So let's work out y squared is equal to 2 squared plus 2 squared. That implies y will give you 2 root 2, isn't it? Because it's square root of 8. So this is 2 root 2. Yeah. And one more thing to notice is that since it's an isosceles triangle, this has to be 45 degrees and this has to be 45 as well, since one of the sides are 90. So all we have to do now is find this angle here, right? But if you look at the triangle, which I've highlighted with the yellow highlighter, that triangle is a 90 degrees triangle. And how do we know that? Well, we could use Pythagoras Theorem to see that, right? Or you could use indeed what do you call it? You could use trigonometric functions, isn't it? So using Pythagoras, what we have is we're looking at a triangle like that. This is 3, this is 1, this is 2. If we assume this is 90 degrees, Pythagoras Theorem applies, so 3 squared should equal to 2 squared plus 2 root 2 squared. 2 root 2 squared plus 1. And what is that? So yeah, 9 is equal to 8 plus 1. Yeah, okay. That's right. Yeah, so we deduce that it's a 90 degrees triangle using Pythagoras Theorem. Well, that means this is 90. So what we have in total is that we have 90 there, 45 there. So the total angle is 135 degrees. That's the answer. X is equal to 135 degrees. Thank you for joining my video. I look forward to seeing you all in my future videos. Thank you.